Apple started in a small garage in California in 1976. Today it is worth trillions of dollars and has reshaped how we live, work, and communicate. This is not just a business story. It is a story of vision, failure, persistence, and ultimate triumph. Step 1. The garage startup. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak were two young dreamers. They built the Apple I by hand, a computer sold to hobbyists. It was rough, it was simple, but it worked. Selling 200 units to a local store was the beginning of something much bigger. Step 2. The first breakthrough with the Apple II, the company exploded in popularity. Schools and families started bringing computers into everyday life. By 1980, Apple went public, instantly creating hundreds of millionaires. Apple looked unstoppable. Step 3. Innovation meets conflict. The Macintosh, launched in 1984, introduced the world to a computer with a mouse and a graphical interface. It was revolutionary but expensive. Sales stumbled, and Apple's board clashed with Jobs. By 1985, Steve Jobs was forced out of his own company. Step 4. The wilderness years. Without Jobs, Apple struggled. Products like the Newton and clunky desktop machines failed to connect with customers. Meanwhile, Microsoft was dominating the personal computer market. By the mid-1990s, Apple was weeks away from bankruptcy. Step 5. The return of Jobs in 1997. Apple bought Jobs' company Next, and with that deal, Jobs returned. His focus was ruthless. He cut dozens of products, simplified the lineup, and poured energy into design. The iMac, with its colorful shell and easy setup, marked Apple's rebirth. Step 6. Reinventing music. In 2001, Apple launched the iPod. Suddenly, people could carry 1,000 songs in their pocket. It was more than a gadget. It reshaped the music industry and positioned Apple as a cultural force. Step 7. The game changer. iPhone 2007. Steve Jobs walked onto stage and introduced the iPhone. A phone, a music player, and an internet device all in one. The crowd gasped. Within a few years, the iPhone was not just a hit product. It was the centerpiece of Apple's empire. Step 8. Building the ecosystem. The App Store turned Apple into more than a hardware company. Developers created millions of apps, generating billions in revenue and making Apple a platform that powered entire economies. Step 9. From tragedy to legacy. Steve Jobs passed away in 2011, but by then Apple was on a trajectory no one could stop. Under Tim Cook, Apple became the first company in history to hit $1 trillion valuation, and it has continued to grow ever since. Apple's story proves that even from the humblest beginnings, with vision, resilience, and bold innovation, it is possible to change the world. From a garage experiment to the most valuable company on earth, Apple shows what it truly means to go from 0 to 1. If you enjoyed this journey, hit like and subscribe to 0 to 1. More incredible startup stories are coming soon.